So welcome back to the Floriani Software Fundamentals video series on FTCU. In this section we're going to be covering the Browser, Library, and Design tabs. So over here on the right hand side of my screen I've got three yellow tabs. I've got the Browser tab, the Library tab, and the Designs tab, and I'm holding my mouse off to the left here a little bit because when you hover over these tabs they open. They also open when you click on them, and I didn't want them to prematurely open. So let's just talk about what they do. The Browser tab, it allows you to browse anywhere on your system to find embroidery files. The Library tab goes to our design library, which is in a specific location, and I'll show you that in a second. And the last tab, the Designs tab, actually lets you look at the designs. So I'm going to come over and I'm going to hover over the Browser tab, and you can see when I do that I get a window that opens up that basically shows me a snapshot of what is on my system from a files and folders perspective. And you can see here I've got my desktop, my Dropbox, my OneDrive, my personal folders on this system, etc. And I'm going to go use this now to go look for some embroidery files. So I know on my C drive, which is right here, local disk C, I've got some embroidery files in my design library. So if I click the plus here, I know that my design library is located at C, and then Floriani, and then design. So this is where my design library is. So if I click that, you'll see the Angels directory that we worked with in a previous lesson. So if I click that, or I double click it, you would expect that it would open up and show me the designs in there. And if you were in a normal Windows browser, that's probably what would happen. But this is not quite a normal Windows browser. So the take home from this is that what you use the Browser and the Library tabs for is to simply select a directory or folder on your system where you then want to look at the designs. So to see the designs in this Angels folder, once I have it selected, then I need to come over here and click on the Designs tab, and it would show me the designs in that particular folder. So again, when you're back here in the browser, then if I have Angels selected, I can click it, double click it, do whatever. Nothing is going to happen until I come back over here and click on the Designs tab to see the actual designs. Now to get a design from here into my design window, all I do is click on it and drag it over and drop it somewhere in my design window, and that is going to open it up. So I'm actually going to undo that because I want to show you another tab. Now to get this to close, what you need to do is click anywhere in a blank area here in your design window. So don't click on an object if something is there. Click off it in a blank area, and when you do that, that window will close up. Now the library, which is this tab right here, this is our design library, and I just showed you where that was here in the Browser tab. It is C Floriani Designs. So the Library tab is a shortcut way to get to those particular folders. And you can see here that here's my same Angels folder, and I use this just like the Browser tab. If I click it to select that folder, then I need to come over here to my Designs tab, click it, and I will see what's in there. So I'm going to once again drag this cherub and drop him in, and then I'm going to click off of it to close my window. Now I want to talk about what happened when we put a design into the design window here. If I click anywhere on this cherub, you'll see again that it is completely grouped. And if you'll remember from our previous lesson, we talked about the fact that when you open a file, it's usually not grouped, but when you merge in a stitch file, it is grouped. And what we just did, this drag and drop from the Designs folder into here, is that we did a merge. All right, so we actually merged this design into this blank design window. If I didn't have anything on my screen, if this was closed, and no, I don't want to save those changes, if it was blank like this, and I tried to drag a file over in here, so if I went back to my Designs folder and my tab, and I tried to drag this over in here. You'll see I've got that little you can't do that icon because I can't merge something into nothing, and what I have right here is nothing. So I would have to click the new design tab, or icon rather, and then come over here to designs and merge that in. If I wanted to merge another design in, I could simply drag and drop it in. And as we talked about before, you can see that when I did that, it came out a little bit on top of my cherub. The good news is that this cherub is a group and this angel is a group. So to move her off without selecting any part of the cherub, I just have to click on any part of the angel. She's all selected and I can move her off to the side. So that is a quick overview of the browser, library, and design tabs.